We left our jobs, we left our schools, we moved onto a hill together, and we got things done.
In 1977, Roseann, Chic, Canfora, and more than 100 other activists spent months living in tents on Kent State's campus.
It was an extraordinary struggle. 193 people ended up going to jail, being dragged off the site.
Their goal was to prevent the university from building a gym annex on part of the site of the May 4th shootings.
And when I got the call that they were proceeding with the building the gym on the site, I packed up my harp and my car. I drove to Massapequa, Long Island, picked up Ron Kovic from Born on the 4th of July, and stopped at Kmart, bought a tent, and we moved onto the hill for the next 62 days. I mean, I left everything behind, and including my first teaching job.
Canfora and her family have a long history of activism. She and her brother, Alan Canfora, were there when the Ohio National Guard opened fire on Kent State students protesting the Vietnam War on May 4, 1970, killing 4 students and wounding 9. Her brother, Alan, was one of the wounded. Canfora is now a professional in residence at KSU.
They're just as passionate as we were then about getting together and talking about the issues that they care about.
Free, free, free Palestine!
Currently, protests are taking place at colleges across the country in response to the Israel-Hamas war. At Columbia University, a major pro-Palestinian encampment is capturing both public and political attention. A protest format which Sophia Swingle, the chair of the May 4th task force, says parallels Kent's tent city.
It's so obvious with the tents, of course, but also students who are experiencing conflicts with their administrations, and they're saying, hey, what you're doing is really wrong. And they're willing to make a stand against that, and they're willing to do it in a peaceful and kind of community building way.
Canfora hopes that the universities where the protests are currently taking place will stay open and encourage peaceful resolutions of the conflicts, while giving students the opportunities to exercise their freedom of speech.
And I have to believe that a lot of the students today that are setting up camps on their college campuses and that are exercising their right to free speech are following our history, and they're learning that despite the fact that we were gunned down, it didn't stop the anti-war movement. It brought that war to its knees, and I'm proud to be part of that history.
For Spectrum News, I'm Kristen Angelini.
Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Let Spectrum News be your resource for balanced, in-depth political coverage, and click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV to learn more about the candidates, where they stand on the issues, and more. We'll see you then.